Yo, what is going on? It's your boy, the Fire Ninja Dude, and I'm back at it again with another video. And so today's video, we're gonna be pretty much doing another elemental power review. This one, we're pretty much gonna be talking all about the elemental power of water, part 2. Now, before I even start the video, please comment, like, and subscribe, and also hit the notification bell for any futuristic videos. And with that being said, let's get on with the video. And like I said, naturally, when it comes to these elemental powers, there will be something new that we haven't learned before. So it's like, what I'm just gonna do is that I'm going to go ahead and like update them and stuff here and there, and pretty much overall just continue on with just reviewing them throughout and explaining more about their elemental power that the user uses. With that being said, let's begin with the video. So the users scratch the first Ninjutsu master off because he never mastered either water or wind because those elements weren't his to command. The users of this element was Wajira, because Wajira wielded both water and wind, because using both objects, the storm amulet and the wave amulet, which the wave amulet right now is destroyed because those are the two objects that also uses the powers of water. And Niad, the first elemental master of water, which was the first elemental master of water we wanted to know the name of, and here we have it. Niad, the first elemental master of water, who had fought against Wajira long ago, but apparently had perished because she became one with her element. Continuing on, the user can also do aqua life manipulation, which the person could talk to marine life, which is like, you know, how Aquaman could talk to like fishes and like, you know, seahorses and things of that nature, but like only with enough in concentration, just like how Nia had controlled whales to get her and her friends back to Ninjago. There's water construct, which I feel like I explained this before, but the user is able to turn water into tools and weapons. And water propulsion, which I feel like I explained as well, which is the user is able to propel themselves underwater, like their own, like themselves are like a whole living submarine or like torpedo or something. Continuing forth, in Seabound, the water stance that Naya, my bad, not Naya. In Seabound, the water stance that both Nia and Maya perform, it does show the same movements from Katara, how she bends water from Avatar: The Last Airbender, which seems to be how each master of water gets in the flow of their own element. Tommy Andreessen had also gave an analogy of how Nia's powers work, saying, "I can run, but I don't always run to get to a place because it takes more effort, and I'm always in a hurry." This explains why Nia always gets water from her surroundings rather than just blasting water like she normally do. Because remember, in season 5, that's why Ronin had told her not to try hard, because if she does, she'll just she'll trip over her own feet. Which is like pretty much she can have full control of her element if she doesn't overthink it. If there's water around the place, she could just use that to her advantage rather than just blast water in thin air, which seems pretty lazy, but I mean at the same time it does work because naturally Nia pretty much is powerful. It's just more of a mental nerve because she overthinks stuff rather than just ultimately just seeing like that it's just easy to do. She just overthinks it. So which is why, like, instead of just, you know, going ahead and just blasting water, like, literally Millie Willy from her palm and stuff, she can automatically see that there's water around her, and she can just use that to her own advantage. Which kind of shows, like, her mind is more open to water rather than, like, being self-minded. Element cannot control impure water like blood and etc. Only water. The user cannot breathe underwater, which I think I explained in my last video about about the power of water. Merging with the endless sea. So this is where in part of the video where I'm explaining how the user can pretty much use the elemental powers to merge themselves with the endless sea. But once they are merged, they cannot pervert back to their original form, because if they're going to be fused with the ocean, they must be open themselves to the full power of the endless sea and merge with it. Once it's achieved, the user has complete control over the ocean, or pretty much complete control over the element, just as Nia drained the water out of Ninjago City, having full control of her element. But afterwards, they can lose themselves. Their identity will become the ocean and become lost to the endless sea forever. Water transformation. Once the user is formed with pretty much is with the endless sea, they pretty much transform into water when merged with the ocean. Water avatar can create avatars made of water to embody their circumstances at will. It can be destroyed by electrocution, but the user can create a whole new one at will. However, it won't last long because their body will start to triple and naturally glow the moment they are out of the endless sea for a long period of time. But it's okay because they can make avatars even if they are in the endless sea. Water shapeshifting. The user can reshape water. User can reshape the water form just as Nia did as she turned into a massive water dragon to fight with Jira. Size shifting. The user can change the size of their avatar, just as in the flashback how Niad was able to increase the size of her own water avatar to pry Wajira's amulets off of her. The user can also fly, just as we saw Nia pretty much dodging Kalmar's attacks. Fury of the Storm. They can use pretty much the user can use as they're merged with the endless sea. Pretty much they can use both the endless sea and violent storm to create a destructive form, a constructive storm surge associated with both water and wind. Pretty much according to Glutamus, it's known to be as the full power of both wave and storm. So this pretty much looks like, for me, it looks like Nia can pretty much have some extent control to wind in some sense when it comes to being merged with the endless sea, because she now can also like pretty much have like the endless sea and then the violent storm to create a huge constructive storm, which is pretty much the full extent of both wave and storm. Something that Wajira did. So that's pretty much it for pretty much the Elemental Master. Pretty much all about the power of water so far. If there's any more updates of any elements or elements I haven't explained, I will explain it in future videos. Please come like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.